Boys, I know I'm going to sound crazy here, all right? But the co-main event for this Abu Dhabi card, the Robert Whittaker versus Renier de Ritter card, is Marcus McGhee versus Peter Yan. And Peter Yan is the heavy favorite. I mean, it's kind of no question on why he's the heavy favorite. Dude has been in the top of the bantamweight division for like 5 years at this point. 4 years, 5 years at this point. Coming off of 2 wins against Song Yadong, who is, like, in my opinion, one of the most decorated bantamweights you could ever fight, and Davison Figueiredo, who we just saw get his leg demolished by Corey Sandhagen. Now, Marcus McGhee is going to be fighting Peter Yan. Marcus McGhee is coming off of a 6-fight winning streak. Last time he lost a fight was in 2022. It was in the LFA organization. It wasn't even in the UFC. And I'm going to be honest with you guys here. I think Marcus McGhee has this one in the bag. All of these divisions need new blood, okay? It's the age of the guard turning. The old guard is getting put into bare knuckle boxing and the GFL and the PFL and things of that nature and Dazan boxing, stuff like that. And the new guard is coming in, all right? Like Roman Kopilov's not the best example. He just got beat up by Paulo Costa. But like Joshua Van, for example, all right? The new guard is making its way in. Marcus McGhee, though, is not the new guard. This dude is 35 years old. For reference, Peter Yan is 33. So, Marcus McGhee is not like a young prospect stud. I mean, he is a prospect with, like, meaning like he hasn't really been in the UFC a long time. You know, he's not highly ranked. We don't know much about the guy professionally, all right? But age-wise, Marcus is older. All right, so he's going to be a little bit more wiser. All right, I'm putting that into my fight breakdown. Marcus McGhee is more wiser because age equals wiseness. Okay, now, Peter Yan. Peter Yan is also kind of stuck in a hard place, right? Because he got 50-45 by Merab. Now, nobody's shy to give somebody a rematch with Merab. Look what they did for Sean O'Malley. They let Sean O'Malley get the immediate, well, not the immediate rematch. Merab had to go through Umar, but they let Sean go get that rematch without having to do anything for himself. So I don't see why, if Peter Yan wins this, he's not able to fight the winner of Corey Sandhagen versus Merab, which would be Merab. But you got absolutely dominated in that fight. Absolutely dominated. Now, to be fair, the judges did rob you against Sean O'Malley. You did beat Sean O'Malley, but it was a robbery. And in my opinion, Aljamain Sterling beat that ass. The last time we've seen Peter Yan win via stoppage was in 2020 against Jose Aldo. This dude has not won a fight via stoppage in the last 5 years. To be fair, he hasn't been stopped either in longer than 5. I don't think this dude's ever been knocked out. No, he's never been knocked out. I mean, yes, it was in 2014 Cup of Russia. Goja Shumatova knocked Peter Yan out via spinning back fist in round 2. But that was an amateur fight. We've never seen Peter Yan go down via anything, really, besides disqualification and decision. Now, Marcus McGhee, we've only seen him get tapped out once. That's the only thing that we've seen. We haven't even seen him lose via judges. To be fair, he doesn't have the experience in the UFC, honestly, but this dude's a pressure fighter. He's going to come out there. I'm just hoping. He's been working on his cardio because the co-main event for this card, the Robert Whittaker versus Renier de Ritter card, was Mozavari Vloved versus Aaron Pico, and that was going to be 5 rounds, but that got canceled. So it has me a little curious if this fight is now going to be 5 rounds. That would make it a little bit more exciting. You know, these bantamweight fights always go to the judges. We're never going to see a finish unless it's a Merab fight, you know what I'm saying? But we're never going to see a finish here, right? So if this is 5 rounds, Peter Yan obviously would have the edge here, but I'm still going Marcus here, boys. I think Marcus is going to put a pace on Peter Yan. He's here to give the division a fresh face, even though it's not really for long. Dude was born in 1990, no disrespect, but, like, dude is ancient in fighting years. You know what I mean? Peter Yan does have more experience in the octagon, but something is telling me in my bones that Marcus McGhee is going to go out there. He's going to shock the world. There's a reason why they booked Peter Yan versus Marcus McGhee. I mean, the reason is because Peter Yan couldn't fight Umar until October, and Peter Yan wanted to be active. But there is a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I think that Marcus McGhee has some plot armor. I think my boy has some plot armor going into this, fight night in Abu Dhabi. He definitely does have a weakness for, you know, getting submitted. My boy Marcus McGhee over here. But when have we seen Petr Yan? When have we seen Petr Yan be a submission threat? I mean, he is really good on the ground. He's fast. He's a little mouse. He's quick. You know what I mean? He's getting into places you can't. He's like DJ. But I don't think Petr Yan's gonna get this done. To be fair though, I did say that when he fought Song Yadong. I did say that when he fought Davidson Figueiredo. I do count Petr Yan out a lot of the times. To be fair with you, it's nothing against them. They have this. Everybody in bantamweight's an absolute savage. Like you can't be mad at me for betting against you, dude. They're all savages in there. You know what I mean? But Marcus McGhee is definitely here to give this division some new blood. But it's all for nothing. It's all for nothing because even if you win this, if Marcus McGhee goes out there and starches Petr Yan, Jorge Masvidal style, goes out there and running flying knees him and sets the record for the fastest knockout in UFC history, Merab is just going to go out there and you're just going to feed the machine. These are just bodies to feed the machine. At this point, why are we even having bantamweight title eliminator fights? Bantamweight #1 contender fights? Just shut the whole division down. Just shut the whole division down. Give Merab all of the accolades he needs. Shut the division down. Or at least just bring some fresh blood in the division. Like, I know that's what they're trying to do here with Marcus McGhee against Petr Yan. But bring somebody else. Bring somebody from, like, BKFC. Bring somebody from somewhere. There has to be some dude training in, like, the mountains of Brazil. Some indigenous tribe in Brazil who's 135 pounds who has the answer to Merab's cardio. You know? You know what I'm saying here? But I'm excited for this fight night, boys. I am excited. This card is going to be super early because we're all the way on the other side of the world, but not as early as that China card later this month. That China card, main card, starts at 7 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Pretty sure the prelims start at like 4 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time, boys. I am excited. Anyways, boys, Marcus McGhee, don't let me down, bro. Do not let me down. I'll be dropping all my picks for this UFC fight night. Robert Whittaker versus Renier de Ridder probably on Thursday or Wednesday, somewhere around there. But from now on, we're going to keep breaking down some of these fights individually, breaking some MMA news. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, boys. We're here every single day. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Peace out. Later.